performance. I mean, you get a win tonight. How did it feel?
Yeah, it was. That was more like us. That was a real dominant performance. I thought we controlled the game pretty much the whole game. They, apart from obviously the goal that was offside, we felt comfortable. And the only disappointment was we didn't score. That was the only disappointment tonight. But the energy, the fans bring it, and we called it. I called it last week. I said it's a different game. It's a different game here. It's a completely different game. And no matter who we play here, we know we've got a chance. So that's how important the fans are to us. But now we've got a chance to go there and put the first game right.
Is that something that you maybe talked about, like heading into this game with the players as well, about like, the occasion tonight? I mean, if you lose, you're out, right? But you're at home with your people.
Yeah, and that was the message from day one. It was, like I said, whoever we play here, we know we can match them, and with the energy it brings, you get a feeling from the warm-up. As soon as we were out for the warm-up, it was electric again, and that's how we know the bank is. And I think tonight our performance was all about them, and they got us a result tonight. That's for sure.
How do you feel about the penalties? Obviously, like when you go into those, I mean, you can make it, you can not make it. What was that feeling?
The gaffer said at the end of the game in the huddle, he said, "Lads, you've done everything I've asked of you. You've been tremendous tonight. So whatever happens, you can hold your head high." But like I said, we were confident. We believe in ourselves, and we put in a good performance in the penalties. That's for sure.
They didn't get a single shot off in the first half. How'd you guys do it?
It's down to the coaching staff, the manager, and we watched film on Monday, was it? Or I forgot what day it is now. So we watched the films all week. We adjusted a few things, and that's the sign of a great manager who can adjust the team, and the lads take it on board in 3 days, and we've got a result tonight.
When you have a guy like Swiderski didn't get the start tonight, but came on, did his job, and got the penalty when the team needed it.
Yeah, Carroll's a big player. Pat was. It's a toss-up between them two at the minute, and that's what you want from your strikers. You want them both pushing each other. Carroll's attitude was fantastic again. Come on, he made a difference again, and like I said, you can always count on him in the penalties.
Speaking of penalties, I mean, when you have Kalina, do you go in thinking, all right, we can do this?
Yeah, and that's the story of Cali's season. He's saved us numerous of times, and I said it in the last game at DC. We wanted to get clean sheets for him. It's not about us. It's about giving him the best opportunity to go and win what he deserves.
2 games in Orlando that you both lost this season. What are the things maybe that you guys have learned going to Orlando that you want to change up this match?
Yeah, it's a tough place to go. It's a real tough place to go. They're good at home, similar to us here, but we're still in it. And I think now the momentum shifted. I felt like they were nervous tonight. You could sense it. I said to BB from the first 5 minutes. They said it felt like they come for a draw and wanting to win on penalties. So we felt that, and yeah, it's time to take the advantage now back to their place.
Ashley, what is it, as you've gotten to know Kalina over the seasons, what is it about him that makes him the man to meet the moment that we just had?
It's his professionalism during the week. Listen, I think he had an injury at the start of the year. He wasn't right, but he was ready for the season, and he's been phenomenal. He's a leader in there. We've got a few leaders now, that's for sure. We've got Callie, Adilson's turned into a great leader. We've got Nathan. We've added Tim to that. So yeah, we're a team that's maturing, and who knows where we can go.
Obviously, you want more moments here this playoffs, but what did this one mean to you in the aftermath, and how does it?
Yeah, and it was. We know this city's not seen a playoff for a few years, so we got here. We didn't want to just get here. We wanted to go one further, and we did that tonight in front of an unbelievable crowd, as they always do. And who knows what happens during the playoffs? We may get to host another one. We just never know. Fingers crossed, we do.
How was it having your kiddos out there with you tonight?
Yeah, incredible. It's a special moment, and it's the reason I do this. Reason I'm still running around now at this age. So, yeah, everything I do is for them.
Ashley got a little chippy in the first half. How did you keep yourself calm
Yeah, it's years of experience. I've been doing it years, so it doesn't faze me. Like I said, I enjoy that side of the game. It gets me motivated. It gets me playing right. But yeah, sometimes I have to keep the bottle on.
Got a few yellows early on in lesser circumstances.
Yeah.
Well, is this just, I mean, the essence, I mean, that this just was a do or die game too, that you have to dial it in a bit?
Yeah, I mean, every game's a must win, but tonight, especially this one, if you lose, you go home. I must admit, my little boy put me right. He said, "Daddy, you can't keep getting yellow cards," so that's down to him. He gave me a good talking to, so I thank him for that.
It's coming out of his budget.
He's kept me on the field, and like I said, at my age, I don't know how many years are left, so I'm just enjoying every minute.
Did you feel they were playing for PKs at the end, and was that a bad idea?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's the way we started. The atmosphere was electric. We knew from the warm-up. I admit, I said to BB, I said they look nervous in the first 5 minutes. They couldn't play out the way they were doing at their place. That's down to the things we adjusted, and we put in a great performance tonight and got the result we deserved.
So how do you replicate this back in Orlando?
To go and do exactly the same. We lacked energy in Orlando, and it was one of our worst performances of the season. So, listen, if we go there and do that again, we're going to get knocked out. So, we can't do that. We've got to do exactly what we did tonight.
How happy is Pep Neal?
Yeah, Listen, I thought it was harsh. They didn't look at it, but that is what it is. I'm not going to comment on. I'm not going to get myself into trouble with how I feel. But thankfully, we've got through, and he's been a massive player for us the back end of the season. And now let's get him ready for the trip down to Orlando.